of Houston. You think you got Cowboy fans here? Come on.
I know it well from the road trip that we took a few years ago. Here's Stewart. Good pass, and the three is good for Killian Hayes, who's shooting around 38% from out there.
It's not like he's never won. Stephen Silas, on the other hand, he came here with championship aspirations only to be met on a beautiful drive and finish by Cunningham. 7 and 54. The pain involved in that, like someone told me, one of the players for the Rockets as Grant knocks in a three, said he was living his dream. Well, Stephen Silas is living his nightmare. The pain involved in that is unspeakable.
His team Houston 0 for 7, but there Christian Wood able to get inside and get the basket. Here's Grant, and the three goes for Jerami Grant. And a timeout by Houston. The Pistons off to a good start. Porter will try the three, and it's good for Kevin Porter Jr. Here's Jackson, former top 5 draft pick. Hits the mid-range jumper. He was selected 4th overall by the Suns back in 2017. Christian Wood left alone. His three goes in. Porter stays out there. Green to the bench. Here's Wood on the cut. Nice feed by Theis. Grant trying to drive on Theis. Spins, goes to the left hand, and an absolutely spectacular finish. Now in his 8th year in the NBA out of Syracuse. Olynyk, the trailer three is there, and Detroit retakes the lead. That's the first 3 in the last. Green being hounded by Joseph. Now gets past his man. Hangs and finishes. What a play by Jalen Green for his first basket of the night. Wood spins into the double, hits the trailer house. May have traveled, no call. Turnover anyway. Here's Jackson down the court. And Jackson with the finish.
And good throw ahead by Joseph. I just got to say, whenever I hear Georgetown, all I want to say is
the Van Gundy residence.
No question.
You know, some of this is just luck in terms of, you know, getting some of the wins, but definitely cutting down on turnovers would go a long way. Here's Green, and that's a beautiful stroke. You also see the hang time. As you saw Cade Cunningham back on the floor, he's guarding Jalen Green right now. Josh Christopher, another rookie, is out there. Nice drive that time by the first-year player out of Arizona State. Pistons get a second chance opportunity after the bat out. Olynyk with the dunk. Counts as a throw. I'm sure he'd appreciate that, knowing that it's really just a shot at him.
No,
as Lyles gets the basket inside.
He's defensively challenged a little bit, but...
And called for a block there. Count the basket for Tate. A 3-point chance for the 26-year-old second-year pro.
Exceedingly hard to play well and truly impact winning as Cunningham knocks in a three. I think we put such... It's hard to be an NBA All-Star.
Wood comes back and answers from 3-point range. Green and Cunningham were on each other earlier. Played against each other in Las Vegas in Summer League. Wood drills another three. That's his 3rd triple already.
Sometimes it takes guys a while just to get it.
There's Lyles getting the basket inside.
You don't have to be able to post up your own man, but when they switch as much as people switch today, you have to be able to, as Green finishes again through contact.
Here's Green, and a try to triple. It's good. Jalen Green heating up.
And sometimes that evolves as well as Grant with a nice feed to Olynyk. That can change throughout your career. Pressure situations against great competition may be the best, but let's face it. and you didn't put any pressure on the basket. You didn't give yourself a chance as Cunningham knocks in a similar shot.
Very attentive to what Coach Casey is saying, and turnover here by Houston. Out of the timeout, Cunningham on the break, gets the reverse layup, and he's in double figures now with 10. Now he's defending Cunningham. Shot clock at 7. Grant spinning on the foul line and knocking down the jumper. We saw that earlier. 10 points now for Grant. Houston has attempted 13 free throws and 13 threes. Wood takes it to the rim and stuffs it, then flexes. Grant setting the screen. Drives on Tate and stuffs it with one hand. Nice finish. So 1.9 remaining. Bay gets a good look and buries it at the horn. Christian Wood had a great first half at 17 points, missed only one shot, and he picks up right where he left off, getting to the goal. When he stopped the dribble. Pull-up jumper from mid-range is good for Jerami Grant. Of the Detroit Pistons, and they believe that Cade Cunningham is the centerpiece of that. Here's Grant, and it's good from 3. Not just the Pistons in Detroit. Tigers and Red Wings both last won a series in 2013 as we see a nice drive from Jalen Green. Last series win for Detroit Pistons, 2008, and that was a stretch where they went to 4 consecutive conference finals, including that 04 championship.
How about get like good players in any sport?
You didn't like the Goff Stafford trade is what you're saying. Jerami Grant has taken over here for Detroit in the early part of the third quarter, tying the game at 59.
Really good night right now.
He's got 10 in the quarter, 22 on the night. Wood triple teamed out to Green for 3. Again, the high arcing shot, and it drops in out of the sky.
Anunoby, Van Fleet has bordered with a beautiful blow-by.
He hung in the air forever, did a double clutch and still dunked it. Now Bay on the other end, missed the shot, on the floor, gets the rebound, out to Cunningham, who launches and hits. Hayes out to Cunningham, unselfish play, and Grant pays it off with the triple. What a half for Grant as the Pistons take the lead. Here's Cunningham, 20 years old as of September 25th. Grew up in Arlington, Texas, was a quarterback in junior high. Nice move there on the baseline. Detroit still has made only 1 foul shot on the game. They're going to get a chance to make another one as Jerami Grant is fouled hitting the mid-range jumper.
Little 1-2, soft 1-2, 1-1 press.
Green soars to the rim.
His dad was a hard-playing guy, and his son is too.
Bay in the paint, gets the bounce. Chance for the Pistons to put the Rockets away if they're not careful. Olynyk under the bucket. Here's Cunningham, corner 3, won't fall. Bay with the offensive rebound and the... Detroit had a 14-point lead a minute and a half ago. The Rockets on a 7-0 run. Porter with 3 to shoot, lets it fly, and buries it. Pulls the Rockets within 4. Cunningham looking to answer, does as he swishes through his 4th three-pointer of the night. Grant 0 for 3 from the floor in the quarter. Porter, no good on the 3. Offensive rebound and the stick back in one motion by Jae Sean Tate. 4-point lead for the Pistons, 2.5 to go. Here's Gordon with the shake and bake 3 against Stewart. Gets Houston within 1.
That's a big-time shot right there by Eric Gordon.
He's got 9 in the quarter, 11 for the game. Cunningham to answer, way off. Stewart, though, is right there to put it back. Here he is on the drive, spins, goes to his strong hand, and he gets the roll. 20-point night for Cade Cunningham in his 5th NBA game. Tonight's game against the Lakers. Final score, Detroit 112, Houston 104.